Stacy went on to tell me that pretty much if you avoid those pumps that they have at Starbucks, at Dunkin' Donuts, you can pretty much have a cup a day and be relatively healthy. So cheers to you guys.
Dan, quick question. How many of your fellow students just power down coffee when they're trying to get ready for midterms?
I can't imagine anybody doesn't. I mean, the grades would be dropping at Suffolk pretty rapidly if there weren't 8 Dunkin' Donuts around here.
The geek of old, pocket protector, big glasses, an affinity for the comic books, and the target of bullies.
The goal for the construction team is to get 2 in per day, so by next month, the foundation for 20 Somerset has been laid.
It's called the snow-related expenses budget because once it's set, it's not supposed to budge. But this year, that's just not realistic. A medical marijuana business is planning to open in Boston's Back Bay, and it's sparking controversy. A Denver-based company, Good Chemistry, provided false information to state regulators in its license application, incorrectly claiming to have support from state legislators. The Suffolk University poll continues to show John Connolly with a slight lead over State Representative Martin Walsh in the election. Former Boston Mayor Thomas Menino announced that he's been diagnosed with cancer. Well, Boston is certainly a hockey-crazy town, so if you want to know about the thrill of skating and scoring, you can try it out for free. We'll tell you how in our Suffolk Scene Report that's coming up. The World Series is still underway, with the Red Sox heading into St. Louis tied 1 game apiece. Let's go Sox.
So the first 3D printing store, MakerBot, just opened in downtown Boston on Newbury Street. It's getting a lot of people talking about the future of 3D printing. Cop pipe, a carrot nose, and 2 eyes made out of plastic? It's Frosty the Snowman, and he was just made from a 3D printer. Here's how it works. A 3-dimensional object is scanned and uploaded to the printer as an image. The printer then rebuilds that image into a 3D model, melting plastic 1 layer at a time. And just like that, Frosty comes to life. But don't thank the top hat. Thank the machine that may one day be stranger than fiction.
The potential of 3D printing in the next few years is totally uncharted.
Formlabs is a 3D printing company that got its start from MIT. And operations manager Sam Jacoby says that once these printers can use stronger materials, the possibilities of what you could print are endless.
Metals, biological materials, food materials, and that is really going to open up the arena.
And as MakerBot and Formlabs enter that arena, one renewable resource may keep Boston on the forefront of 3D printing.
Smart, passionate students who get really excited about new ideas and want to pitch in. That's almost the richest resource that Boston has to offer.
So the printers are available now for over $2,000, but we've seen this with technology before. As it improves, you can typically expect the printers to decrease in price. So by next year, who knows how much these things are going to cost and what they're going to do for everybody. Guys?
Print out your Christmas gift now.
Yeah.
Dan McCarthy reporting live for us.
Everybody loves to celebrate Halloween, but nobody does it quite like do up in Salem. Streets going to be filled with all manner of creatures and characters tonight as kids and not so young people trick and treat. And one city where Halloween is really big business is where we sent our Suffolk and the City reporter, Dan McCarthy. He's got more with his results from our downtown Suffolk studios. Good morning, Dan.
Morning, Steve. Yeah, people are seeming to forget it is October 31st. That's Halloween. The Red Sox kind of have taken the front seat. But in Salem, that's a different story. It's 24/7, 365 Halloween celebration. I was lucky enough to be a part of it. Welcome to Salem, where outfits are outrageous and laughter is contagious, where devils don't wear Prada, but will dance with maracas. And on Halloween, there's no better place to be.
Everybody likes being a little kid. Listen, one time a year, you can be that way. I don't care if you're 12 years old or 102 years old.
You take pictures of them, they enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. They'll take pictures of you, you enjoy it. Everybody loves it.
Well, almost everybody. But if that didn't get you screaming, maybe this will. According to Boston.com, Salem generates an estimated $25 million in revenue from tourists during the month of October alone.
The rest of the year kind of is supported by Halloween in October.
Rob Fitz is a makeup artist for horror films. But when Halloween hits in Salem, he finds himself with many more canvases to work with.
The economy takes a huge boost with the stuff that goes on here.
Well, he had me reaching into my wallet. All right, let's make me a zombie.
All right.
How scary am I? Aren't I that beautiful? Well, anyway, in Salem, it's going to be 250,000 people over the month of October coming through, 75,000 tonight, so it's going to get wild.
The weather's going to be okay for it, which is kind of nice. It seems we're a long way from the government shutdown, which had a kind of a tough impact on Salem there at the beginning of the month.
There have been 16 different men who served as mayor of Boston in the 20th century. In the 21st, there has been one. Thomas Menino's reign over Boston has been the longest in the cities, and replacing him has been a topic of uncertainty. The race for Boston's mayor's seat may be down to 2, but the expectations of city residents for the next mayor will prove to be a long-distance run of its own.
Whoever it is certainly has huge shoes to fill. The mayor has left a 20-year tenure here being the mayor, and he's seen consistent growth throughout the city every year that he's been in.
And as his years piled on, so did his supporters. Menino never finished below 50% in election polls in his 5 terms, the most terms of any mayor in the city's history. However, political science graduate director John Berg says a fresh face can lead to fresh debate on a lower level of government.
When you don't have somebody who's been mayor for a long time and who has a powerful personal political organization and whose endorsement is very important and elected for other offices, you get more openness across the board politically.
But will openness in the State House open the door to uncertainty? Berg has seen his fair share of mayors take the seat in nearly 50 years in the city. He expects more of the same.
I don't think you could imagine a mayor who would make big changes. I don't imagine either of these two as mayor making big changes.
The last of 3 debates between Walsh and Connolly is set for the 29th, 1 week before Election Day. Mayor Menino has not publicly stated who he is backing to replace him.